Hi, my name is Jishnu. This is Cinema Resonates Life. That music piece is from Johnny Gaddar, represented from the original music of Admi or Insan featuring Dharmendra. Then there's remixed into this. Both of them from a Dharmendra movie and a reference to Headley Chase's Pulp Fiction in this scene. Okay, let's not go there. In this video, I'll be talking about the music choices of Sriram Raghavan, including needle drops, original scores, and classical music. See, Sriram Raghavan's movies are not bedside stories. His stories are there to put a heart-wrenching thrill into you, while the music is there to calm your nerves as you sail through the rough waves. It reminds me of the scene of violin players from Titanic. Let's talk about use of needle drops in Sriram Raghavan's works. You could call use of needle drops in Sriram Raghavan's works as pastiche, which means replicating older artworks. But he is not replicating them directly. He is remolding them out of pure admiration, love, and nostalgia for those artworks. He explicitly even names them. Films like Johnny Mera Naam and Jewel Thief impressed him. I found these thrillers enthralling and exciting, and something stayed with me long after I had watched them.
Most people don't know. See, many of those great films, most people have not seen or seen in bits and pieces.
Right.
Only. But I have grown up on those movies.
Yeah.
So for me, for example, when you take a film like Jewel Thief,
But how does he do it? He doesn't actually copy. He puts his characters into circumstances that allow him to use the music. For example, in Merry Christmas, when Katrina Kaif and Vijay Sethupathi enters a cab, कई बार यूं ही देखा है starts playing like how the original music was picturized. Songs I mentioned earlier also come in this category. For example, Rama Rama and Zindagi Ittifaq Hai. But I will take a little liberty and include TV shows and movies which act as needle drops for his narrative. For example, Layak wants to escape from jail, so he goes to watch Gabbar threatening to escape from jail as well.
सब भूल जाओगे गब्बर। दुनिया की किसी जेल की दीवार इतनी पक्की नहीं कि गब्बर को 20 साल रोक सके।
Layak is from jail. Feeling triumphant, what does he do then? Goes to watch Nirova fight like a Superman. जब अंधेरा होता है starts playing when Vijay Sethupathi sneaks out of Katrina's apartment, like Rajesh Khanna's adventure in Raja Rani. Who can even remotely think of using John Wayne's voice as transition other than Sriram Raghavan?
Don't say it's a fine morning or I'll shoot you. Don't say it's a fine morning or I'll shoot you.
It's like a punctuation mark.
He led me into the edit room and he said, just go have a look at the movie. So I sat for 2 hours and he said, what do you think? What should be the sound for this? And Johnny Gaddar was a heist. Spontaneously, I actually came out with this formation saying, Sriram, this should be something like Kalyanji Anandji meeting Quentin Tarantino.
That is Daniel B. George discussing his musical strategy for Raghavan's films, who worked on nearly all of Sriram Raghavan's films from Johnny Gaddar to Merry Christmas. In contrast to many Western directors, Raghavan doesn't hesitate to use original music in his films or narratives. If you truly want to understand how the placement of music changes the cinematic experience, read this 3-page paragraph from Ritik Ghatak's Cinema and I. Ritik says at the beginning of the article, the tradition of musical film, especially as practiced by Bombay filmmakers, is a monstrous tradition. So when the educated representatives of our bourgeoisie got the tools of creation in their hands, they laughed at this form of entertainment out of the efforts of serious filmmaking. But he ruminates on the fact that ours is a naturally melody-loving people. All our emotions are realized in our typical melodic note combinations. Also, we are an epic people. We, as a people, are not much sold on the what of the thing, but the why and how of it. This is the epic attitude. So he asks, this convention of using melodies in human voices, even at places, using them as special song numbers, is this as crude and uncinematic as we make it out to be? He concludes with this line. That is why I always insist that melody and music as such have a place in films, in their own right, especially in Indian cinema.
The way I ended Vivaldi, I'm in the dang, dang, the dang, 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 aag mein jali, mom ki dali. So I'm in the, because I don't know, I enjoy the vintage sound.
Classical music pieces are frequently used in his works, which have formed a leitmotif for human ears since they have been played for so long that they have developed connotations. You can hear the Hall of Mountain King and Fifth Symphony. It's there in David Fincher's Social Network as well. And God knows how many other works. And Vivaldi is his staple. You can hear it at the end of Merry Christmas. And also in Andhadhun. So every time I venture into Sriram Raghavan film, I go not just for the cinema. I go there to be baptized in his unique blend of lullabies in the form of needle drops, original scores, and classical music. So the next time you watch a Sriram Raghavan film, keep your eye out for those subtle connections and let the music guide you through the twists and turns of his captivating stories. After all, in Raghavan's world, every musical cues and pop culture references has a purpose. Don't watch my videos, you can subscribe and come back later to watch my videos. If you are really interested in seeing what goes into scoring a film, then watch this video. I will put a link in the description. Thank you for watching.
लेकिन जल्दी मिलेंगे। बाय। वो हॉस्पिटल का नाम क्या बताया?